You are born in total darkness, not under a warm blanket, not beside a caring mother. You hatch inside a packed underground city where everyone smells you before they see you. And if your scent says wrong, you are not family. You are trash. Subscribe for brutal animal survival stories. POV, no mercy. You start as a tiny white egg in a crowded nursery. No eyes, no legs, no plan, just a future waiting for the colony to decide. Oh look, your life has already been outsourced. Workers lift you, clean you, move you, feed you. That sounds nice. Until you realize they are not caring for a baby. They are maintaining property. You are colony inventory. Then the egg cracks. Congratulations, you are now a larva, a helpless eating tube. You cannot run, you cannot fight. You just wiggle in the dark while adults push food into your mouth. Nice work, but don't relax. If the nest gets too hot, too wet, or too exposed, someone grabs you and carries you through tunnels like a tiny sack of rice. You don't have childhood memories, you have relocation trauma. Above you, the world vibrates. Rain hits soil, a beetle scratches, a bird taps the ground. The colony freezes, one collapse, and your nursery becomes a grave. Your future depends on colony needs. Sounds fair, until you learn what worker means. No throne, no romance, no retirement plan. Just work until your tiny body fails. Most of you become workers. The colony needs tiny, unpaid, six-legged hands. So your body changes. You pupate. You rebuild in silence. Legs, antennae, jaws, armor, purpose. Then you emerge confused. No welcome party. Just a chemical message saying, get to work. Your first job is inside the nest. Safe, right? Funny. You clean eggs, feed larvae, groom nestmates, and carry pale bodies through tunnels that smell like soil, food, warning, and death. When an ant dies, workers can detect chemical changes from the body. Then they drag it to the waste pile. Even your funeral is a sanitation task. Near the queen, everyone moves differently. She lays eggs, you raise them. If she fails, the colony can weaken or collapse. Very stable system, no concerns. Then the first alarm hits. A sharp chemical wave floods the tunnel. Workers stop. Antennae snap forward. Something is inside. Not food, not family, enemy. A spider leg appears. Then jaws, then movement. Fast, too fast. The first worker gets grabbed. The second climbs over her. The third bites. You follow because everyone follows. That is how ants become terrifying. The colony turns fear into traffic. You bite a leg. The spider twists. For 1 second you dangle in the air like a bad idea. Then another worker grabs the spider, then another, then another. The tunnel becomes dust, legs, panic, and chemical screaming. You survive. Some don't. And the colony moves on. That is the first brutal lesson. You are important, but replaceable. Now your duties change. You are older, harder, darker, stronger, which means the colony promotes you to the most dangerous job available, foraging, outside. The tunnel opens. The darkness ends. The world does not welcome you. Light hits like a weapon. Heat presses down. Grass becomes towers. Pebbles become cliffs. A water drop becomes a monster. The nest was not a home, it was a bunker. You step out, and immediately, the horror movie begins. A bird shadow slides over the ground. Freeze, a lizard tongue flicks nearby. Freeze harder. A human foot lands like a falling building. The soil explodes beside you. Well, that escalated quickly. You follow a scent trail. It is your map smeared across dirt. But trails fade, rain breaks them, wind bends them, and if you lose it, you are one tiny ant in a universe that does not notice you. You find sugar on fruit. A miracle. You drink. Energy floods you. For 1 bright second, life makes sense. Then another ant appears. Not from your colony. She smells wrong. Ignore her and lose the food. Fight her and maybe lose your head. You lunge. She lunges. Tiny jaws snap. Bodies twist. This is not a duel for honor. This is a workplace dispute with mandibles. You win by not dying fast enough. Then you run home with the scent of food on your body. Workers follow your trail. The colony wakes. 1 ant becomes 10. 10 becomes 50. 50 becomes a black moving road. This is where the colony stops looking like a family and starts looking like a force of nature. Look at the numbers. A single ant is a crumb with legs. 1,000 ants is a decision. 10,000 ants is a living machine. Inside that machine, you are not the hero. You are one moving part. Useful, replaceable. The food line grows, cooperation, until the raid starts. A rival colony has found the same fruit. Now the ground fills with ants. Dozens, then hundreds. Some bite, some pull, some spray defensive chemicals depending on the species. Some pile on until movement becomes impossible. You bite one enemy, another bites you, someone grabs your antenna. Bad news, your antennae are not decoration. They are your nose, your hands, your communication system, your world. Lose them badly enough and you are alive but disconnected. You break free, the fruit is gone, the trail is chaos. The colony has won a few drops of sugar and lost workers to get it. That is colony math. Tiny profit, huge body count. Back at the nest, you expect rest. No. A storm is coming. Eggs go deeper. Food is pulled inside. Then water hits. First vibration. Then mud. Then a brown wall through the entrance. For your size, one drop is not weather. It is a liquid boulder. You climb, slip, climb again. A worker carrying a larva falls past you, gone, just mud, and the colony keeps moving. When rain ends, chambers are gone and workers do not return. The queen is protected first. Not you. The queen. Always the queen. Then comes a stranger. She walks in quietly. Wrong body. Almost right smell. Some parasitic ants exploit scent to invade nests, so the enemy may walk in wearing the right chemical lye. Workers hesitate. Suspicious, but not suspicious enough. That is the horror of living by scent. Your loyalty can be hacked. Your home can be tricked. Nature looked at identity theft and said, make it smaller and worse. You survive. Maybe your colony does too. But now you are older. Your body is scratched. Your legs are slower. Still you go outside. Because in many colonies, older workers do the riskiest jobs. If you are near the end, your loss costs less. That is not cruelty. It is colony math again, and colony math is brutal. You find a dead insect, huge, protein, treasure. You call others with a trail. Together, you cut, pull, drag. A beetle leg that would be impossible alone starts to move. This is the part humans love. Teamwork, discipline, collective intelligence. Impressive, yes. But from inside your body, it feels like being born into a factory that can smell productivity. Then the predator appears. An antlion larva waits under sand. You step too close. The ground gives way. Below, jaws wait. You kick. You pull. Sand flicks at your face. Again. Again. A nestmate touches your antenna. Help? No. She moves on. Because ants do not stop for every disaster. A pebble shifts the sand. You grab the edge. You crawl out. Barely. Nice work. But don't relax. Back to work. Later, you return with damaged legs. Workers pass around you. Life is loud with chemical instructions. And then you notice something strange. You are not young anymore. The nest that raised you is full of new larvae. New pale workers. New bodies waiting to replace you. The colony does not hate you. It has no reason to center you. That is the late truth of being an ant. You can spend your life serving something larger and still vanish like dust from its doorway. Then comes the final journey. You leave the nest again. The air is hot. The ground is dry. Your trail is faint. A crumb lies ahead. Small. Worthless to a bird. Worth everything to you. You drag it. One step. Stop. Another step. Stop. Your legs tremble. A shadow moves nearby. You freeze, but slower than before. A beetle bumps you aside. Your antennae touch the dirt. The world is still full of messages. But they are getting softer. Food this way. Danger that way. Home behind you. Home should feel warm. But for an ant, home is not a place that saves you. It is a place that spends you carefully. And just when you think maybe another worker will carry you back, she arrives. She touches you, reads your scent, and keeps moving toward the crumb. Because the food matters. The trail matters. The colony matters. You were the cost of doing business. Somewhere underground, the queen lays another egg. Another tiny life waits in darkness. Another worker will hatch. Another body will learn the same tunnels, wars, and fading trails. And maybe that is the darkest joke. To be born as an ant is to become part of something powerful. So powerful that it can survive without remembering you at all. The colony lives. You disappear. And the machine keeps breathing.